1.
Make believe rebound. Myths and mind rethought. Questions all that's known. Legends blurred and torn. Make believe reborn. Into flying girls. Incidents to solved. Legends grazed and dodged. No such thing as a Sonic fic. That's good. Okay, I'll stop.
Yes. Welcome, folks, to another Spaz and Stevo Riff. Today it's Spaz and Stevo Riff Touhou's Supersonic Love Adventure by PDA777. Now, this one's pretty popular on the streams, and according to Skyer, a fanfic featuring gaming's most popular Marty Stu, who's never had any interest in girls flirting with Touhou characters. What could possibly go wrong? And I say, everything! What was that, Stevo?
Sorry, what could possibly go wrong? Wrong mascot with attitude, good sir.
However, despite all of our readings, it still doesn't feel right without the classic Spaz-Stevo combo, so after a long hiatus, let's give this thing the right treatment, and we're doing this recording live in front of a live studio audience here in the Raid Call chat. As per usual, I'm going to see if I can go... Oh, what was that, Stevo?
I didn't say anything.
Okay, I thought I heard someone. Someone say something?
That was Nova.
Okay. Anyway, let's see. As per usual, I'm going to try to go about giving this an overly literary critique, and Stevo will be bringing the torches and pitchforks. And
more like bringing the onions and layers. And somebody once told me the world is going to roll me.
Oh, and one last disclaimer, specifically to PDA777, if you're watching this. This is basically a live comical review. Despite the Jimmy Carr levels of snark, this is a general critique wrapped up in jokes. We do these out of love. And plus, it's apparently really good luck to get riffed by us. Every person we have ripped has become unironically famous, like in a good way. Like we do a Where Are They Now? Rio Abstract, writer of Lost in Gensokyo, has become a respected artist. Yes, he can't paint, and he can paint well. We also have AIYF Productions, who's become a well-respected member of the Walfas station wagon, and his new works also show he's made massive improvements. Talos Angel has gained an unironic gathering of followers, myself included. Even Willie GR has been really humble about his riff. And even the guy who did the first one with Kenma the Barryokai has been really getting along lately. So think of this like the Roger Corman Film School, but instead of making films with us and becoming famous, we make fun of your writing and you become famous.
There might be some people who think there's no publicity. No publicity is bad publicity. I keep screwing that up because I don't follow it. Anyway, Sonic might or might not be a canon Stu, but in any other verse, he would totally be a Stu. And what could possibly make him more way past cool if we shove him in Gensokyo? And I decided to pull up the synopsis first, because we almost always do the synopsis. Well, we always do it whenever there is a synopsis. Sonic crosses over into Gensokyo and finds a new world. Wanting to explore all over the world, Sonic has two goals. To meet as many people as he can, and find out what they do and what interests them. To find a girlfriend. First of all, that's three things. Second, what does Sonic need to find a girlfriend? Doesn't he already have Sally Acorn / Amy Rose / Elise / Rouge / Blaze / a legion of groupies to fawn over? He doesn't need a fusion between Ye Olde Japan and Lesbos to get some. Friggin' Sonic. But then again, if someone tries to touch you in a place in a way that makes him feel uncomfortable, that's no good.
Like the shirt says.
What shirt?
Oh, on the stream there's a placeholder, and you got a shirt that says, "That's no good."
Alright. I forgot that. So, on to Chapter 1. Would you like to go?
Sure. Okay. Chapter 1, Sonic's entrance to a new world.
I once had an idea for a contest in the station wagon called Rejected Sonic Storybook Ideas. This would have taken the cake.
Disclaimer, I don't own anything Sonic or Touhou related. Sega and Zune respectfully do.
Well, thanks for the disclaimer, because Sega might try to pull something like this. Thanks for telling me it's your idea and not theirs. I remember 2006.
Let's see, who's doing the voice for PDA 777?
Hello, everyone. Wait. If this is going to be in script form, we need to treat it like something in script form. How about I play this proto-smartphone with the slot machine, and you can be way past cool? Do you agree with that?
Let's see, what else? Well, wait, if it was a
Welcome
script,
to my
we wouldn't be allowed to use
What?
cell phones. Because, you know, plays in movie theaters.
No, His name is PDA.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Because I'm gothic. Welcome to my newest story of Touhou's Supersonic Love Adventure.
Not to be confused with Touhou's Sonic Love Quest, or we would require gallons of brain bleach. Also not to be confused with Touhou's Supersonic Electronic Love Adventure.
This is the story of Sonic entering Gensokyo and having a need for love. So our hosts for this story will be Sonic and Reimu. And here they are now. Everyone applaud.
Jalapeno.
Says parentheses, the audience cheers.
Yay.
They're not aware of the story to come. Run while you still can.
But we're in a room.
Leave, and he boarded the entrances and exits.
Exit.
Stevo, you're Sonic, right?
And you can.
No, you're Sonic.
Okay. What's up, What's up, people?
Not to be confused with the Maximum the Hormone song. Hi,
what?
nice to be here. Maximum the Hormone song.
I'll have to look that up.
Death Note.
Ah.
You know, the Death Note theme.
Okay.
The cool one.
Wait,
Hey, pair of incredibly Hey, pair of incredibly incompatible bachelors. So, Sonic, this would you be... Wow, that's some bad grammar I just caught. This would you be the fourth time you would host these kinds of things, and the most out of anybody. What does that tell you, Sonic?
That you most like me a lot to use me so often.
Hey, Sonic, are you still a virgin over here?
Parentheses. Oh, go on.
You don't know what you don't want to know what I'm referencing.
I do not want to know.
Okay, and next is the audience laughs. So laugh.
What the story, Mark? They're not aware of the recent Sonic games. Run while you still can! Also, just being an outsider to Sonic fanfiction, I'm aware that even looking from a distance, Sonic tends to attract the highest levels of crap fanfics. Even the notorious webcomic that shall not be named is based on Sonic and Pokemon, but let's not go any further.
Ha 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 ha! That's true, Reimu. Wait, that's true. Reimu, how are you doing today? I'm doing very well, thank you. It's so exciting to be in another story.
I hope we do well together, Reimu.
Gross sign. Sweat drop rain. That may not start out that way, Sonic. Remember, you are entering our world, causing some sort of weirdness to happen. The Japanese word for weird, is the exact name of... means the same thing as perverted. That's right. The Japanese word for weird is hentai. Yes, that's that hentai.
Also, welcome back. Sweat drops used as a verb. You still don't make any sense in prose form. And of course, weirdness always happens when gappies come in. It's a paint-by-numbers formula. They never enter on a normal Tuesday. It's always on the eve of some great calamity that only they can solve, but as we are about to see, it's really just Sonic dicking around at the Hakurei Shrine, Alice's house, and then back at the Hakurei Shrine.
Speaking of which, why don't we get on to today's episode preview description? Reimu, I want you to do this, since Sonic has done this before. Yeah, even the writer avatar is wanting the story to get on with it. Okay. Today's episode, Sonic is away from his friends and his enemies for a vacation around the world. He discovers the abandoned otherworld Hakurei Shrine and warps into Gensokyo. The rest, well, you'll just have to see for yourself. Sorry about that. It's Knuckles who warps into Gensokyo.
Oh, right.
Let's
go, Reimu!
Right. Adventure!
Yes!
Enjoy the episode! Okay, y'all can clap now.
Get on with it!
I don't think this is really deserving of fucking clap, man.
I wonder how many people in this over here heard that. Okay, so I guess I'll be reading this part.
Sure, why not? You can
Alright,
popcorn when you need a.
Alright, how about every other paragraph or every other scene break?
Sure, why not?
Alrighty.
I can do every 2 paragraphs.
Okay. Our story...
Also,
okay.
sign dialogue. If you want. You know, like speak people's lines.
Yeah. Alright, so here we go. Episode 1, Sonic's entrance to a new world. Our story begins with Sonic the Hedgehog running and enjoying his run around the world. Please ignore the fact that most of the world is covered by water. Either he's running in place on a really long boat ride, or he can literally walk on water, and last I checked, Sonic isn't exactly a swimmer. We now hear his story.
Yeah, let's hear this story. I'm hearing the Age of Empires 2 game lobby spamming 14 with this.
Sonic monologues.
Let's see. Sonic monologues. Is this a dagger which I see before me? The handle toward my hand? Come, let me clutch thee. I have thee not, and yet I see thee still. Art thou not fatal vision sensible to fleeling as to sight? Or art thou but a dagger in the mind, a false creation proceeding from the heart-oppressed brain? I see thee yet, in form as palpable as which now I draw. Thou marshalst me the way I was going, and such an instrument I was to use. Okay, this joke is going on too long.
Alright, and to counter this, I hear a good remedy to get rid of that curse is to cite another monologue. So, but soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, thy fair sun, and conquer thy vanquished new moon, and kick its ass. Okay, let's see.
Hey everyone, I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm the world's fastest hedgehog. Well, after a long while thinking, I decided to leave my friends for a vacation. 'Cause I just needed me some time. Sorry, I just needed some me time. I haven't gotten that sensation since about a couple years back. Please note that me time can also mean masturbation. And also, because I needed some time away from Amy Rose. She is way too obsessed with me. So my travels have been awesome. Such awesome sights that I haven't seen before in a long time.
Care to name any of these, Sonic?
The food has been great, the people have been nice, and I got to relax without worrying about any sort of trouble. The major ones, anyways.
Still care to name any of them? Try any fine wines in Italy, or go running with the bulls in Spain? Or maybe, no, I can't say go to the Shinto shrine in Japan, because that would give you ideas. Play BlazBlue in Mexico, or do everything in Amsterdam, like sex, drugs, murdering people for money, buy some slave children in a Southeast Asian slum, you know, tourist stuff. Okay, this will be my last paragraph. Our hero, Sonic, was traveling along high speeds and ends up stopping at an abandoned shrine. Normally, he would ignore this kind of thing, but something about this shrine was... weird.
Da, da, da!
Yeah, it's in the middle of a blank white void. No other surroundings, just a shrine.
Also, Baka Gaijin, for lack of a better word, thinks everyone considers Shinto shrines weird because he seldom sees those where he's from. However, in Japan, they're quite common. Like, they're famous for having them. That's like getting your mind blown over an Italian restaurant in the hill.
Or clouds in Cloud City.
Something feels strange about this shrine. I don't know why, but boom, 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 boom. This is such an interesting place. I better check it out.
Popcorn to Stevo.
Oh, sorry. Sonic enters the abandoned shrine, and the inside wasn't exactly pleasant to see.
Wow, this place... Oh, what was that? Oh, are you going to be doing Sonic throughout the whole fic?
I'm thinking that.
Okay.
Wow, this place sure is dark and dusty. It's hard to see in here, even if it is daytime. He looks around his surroundings, using a little bit of Chaos Emerald magic. He glows his eyes to look around. Now that I read that, that sounds really dumb. I mean, is that an actual thing in any of the games?
No. I don't think so.
No,
Definitely
it's not.
I think at most they only resurrected himself.
What I noticed was he took in his surroundings, but didn't convey anything to the audience. After all, there are tons of different designs for shrines, sizes, shapes, ornament props, and so on, so please, give us the details.
Another thing to note, he can make his whole body glow by going Chaos Modo, just not specifically the eyes.
Alright. Let's see. Sonic has the 7 Chaos Emeralds inside his body. This wouldn't sound nearly as disgusting and fetish-like if you used the phrase with him or on his person, but now I'm trying to figure out how he was able to wrap them in condoms and swallow them so he can puke or crap them out on the other side of the customs office.
Stevo, what the fuck?
So he can use its powers along with other unique powers and transform into Supersonic whenever he wants. Well, I gotta give him credit. At least we know he can pull his superpowers out his butt. Well, maybe literally, they are inside his body at any time. Wow, this place sure could use a cleanup. Of course, it's not like I live here. Popcorn.
Suddenly, Sonic spots a border rift.
What? What in the world is that?
Our question exactly. Could you please describe this border rift? He approaches it and looks in. Again, what does a border rift look like?
Like some sort of portal to another world. I'm almost tempted to go it. Go it. Another grammar flub I noticed. Normally I wouldn't, but since I do have the 7 Chaos Emeralds with me, trademark, it should be no trouble getting back. Besides, I always love to explore unknown worlds. It's what I do best. Chaos Control!
You know, narrator, you could have just as easily described what was in there. After all, this isn't a radio play, and even if it were, you can still use a narrator, so you're perfectly allowed to use narration to describe what Sonic sees in that border rift without him having to say it out loud, or describe what a border rift is to begin with. Should I continue? Or do you want to continue?
Sure.
Okay. Using Chaos Control, Sonic warps into the border rift and into an alternate dimension!
Or you can just walk into the portal like a normal person, you egomaniacal nutjob.
Okay, now Popcorn.
He looks around and sees a very weird world, where weird eyes were weirdly everywhere, and the weird dimension was super weird.
As I've said many... Oh, go on.
No, you can go.
Okay. As I said many a time before, describe weird. In addition to the eyes, are there like floating Elton John heads, disembodied feet collecting clocks, or maybe cheetah men roaming around? One word doesn't cut it. Again, details.
My goodness, there are so many eyes are here. I wonder where I am.
Stevo finds Sonic saying what's already been established in the last sentence silly and redundant.
This is silly and redundant.
The Department of Redundancy Department.
He walks around and hopes to find something different. He already has. But so far, he found nothing out of the ordinary. Well, except being in the middle of Mantarok's butt crack. After 10 minutes of somehow being able to walk in the Gap Dimension, he is starting to get frustrated.
And after, let's see,
20.
We've been reading this. About 21 minutes of reading, we began to get frustrated knowing Sonic's just going to end up in Gensokyo anyway, but he's just going through the motions to get there.
Ah, man, I can't find my way around this place. Popcorn.
Just as he started to lose hope, he finds a light. The light is blue and very bright.
Finally, something new! Chaos Control!
He warps into the light and ends up landing on his butt. He shakes it off.
As if we weren't.
Wait, shakes it off. He shook his butt off? Alright. And looks around to find a simple home-like structure with the border behind him gone.
Now where am I?
He walks around the house-like building to see if anyone's home. There should be since the lights are on and the furnace is on. And wait, I just realized there are...
Wait.
Lights.
Also, one, how can you tell if a furnace is on at a house without being really, really up close to it? And two...
breaking in.
And, two, yeah, my furnace is packed away in my closet. And two, why would the Hakurei Shrine have a furnace?
My question is, why would it have lights? Like, is she... Like, freaking light bulbs. A Shinto shrine with what appears to be light bulbs.
Maybe he meant the Japanese lamps or something.
Does
I
it
hope
have
so.
Japanese lamps?
But
Oh,
you
yeah.
use lanterns or like those. That's the word. Not like light, which is short for light bulb.
Okay. Hello? Is anyone home?
He waits for a response, but there is none. Then popcorn after this.
That's weird. No one is home, I think. Maybe somebody is asleep. Wait. How far are we into the story, and all we've seen so far is Sonic the Hedgehog digging? Well, when do we get to Long John Baldry rolling his R's like a motorboat?
Oh dear. Stevo has just reminded me of the normal Gappy formula. Around the end of this, I suspect Robotnik is going to show up out of bumfrig nowhere, plot to take over Gensokyo, and then get Deus Ex Machina'd. That also reminds me, without looking ahead, how will Sonic react upon encountering Rumia?
Let's see, heading out of the area in which he came from, he went to the kitchen and bathroom and bedroom and found nothing. He headed towards to living room relaxation area and spots a TV. Also, there's a TV in the Hakurei Shrine.
So cool, you can plug up your phone and charge it at the shrine in case, you come into Gensokyo with a phone.
This lore is broken. This lore is broken.
Okay, sorry, thinking ahead, Spaz, do you want to voice act Reimu
Sure.
from here on? And I want to voice act Sui, cause that fine?
Definitely.
This is
Okay.
not gonna end well.
Hey, there's a TV here! Sweet! And I was gonna go watch TV in someone else's place. The embodiment of way past cool, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. He looks around trying to find a remote, but instead found a sleeping girl on the couch. This girl was small, cute, and horns on her head. Had a gourd in her left hand.
Wait,
Hey,
I
kids.
just realized.
What?
There's a TV in Reimu's house?
Yeah, we just
Yes.
established that.
To this fixed continuity, yes.
Oh my god.
Hey kid,
How much panic
It's-
was in one stick, man.
hey kid. This sentence just lost its verb. Can you help it find had? I'm starting to think English isn't this writer's first language again. Well, he does claim to be from America, so I'm going to say no. Oops, didn't realize someone was sleeping. But he approached the girl and found some things unlike a normal girl. She seems kinda cute, but why does she have horns? And what's that in her hand?
It literally says, parentheses, smells the gourd.
No, I got to do this. That smells like beer. Sake, you mean? Why is a girl that seems so young drinking beer? Sake, Sonic. Even a teetotaler knows that beer and sake smell very different. This doesn't make sense. It's the word sense, not sense. Apparently, Sonic has a southern drawl. Oh. Hey, a way out.
Did you say popcorn?
Yeah.
Okay. He heads out the shrine and looks out to see something different than unusual.
Whoa, this place is beautiful. I never saw the atmosphere be so clean. It feels like I'm still in Mobius. But this place is unique, that's for sure.
Again, his words amazingly conveyed no information. Okay, he turns around and finds something shocking!
Hey, so that's a shrine I was just on. That kind of just on? Wait a second. Doesn't this shrine seem familiar?
He thinks about the stuff that happened earlier.
It's exciting because there's an exclamation point at the end. Exclamation points automatically make a sentence intense, no matter what it actually says.
No,
I'm gonna
they
go drink
don't.
my cider right now.
But seriously, crime writer Elmore Leonard, of such hits as The Big Bounce, Get Shorty, the sequel to Get Shorty Be Cool, and Kill Shot, had a list of personal writing rules, and one of them regarded the use of exclamation points. The general idea is that the more you use them, the less impact they have. Leonard, being the badass that he was, said to basically only use 2 or 3 exclamation points for every 100,000 words. In fact, I highly recommend any novice writer check out Elmore Leonard's 10 Rules of Writing, which will make more and more sense as you write more and more. A link should be provided to the description of this video once it's uploaded.
Oh, what was I about to say? Oh yeah, How Not to Write a Novel also has their little bit on exclamation points. I think it says on the lines of, if you want to write an exclamation point, think about it, and then think again. Think 3 times, and 1 more, and as many times as you need until you delete that.
It also goes into the whole, how, like, if you just, like, say, there's no way to describe it, then you're better off just describing it.
Let's see. Where were we at?
At what?
What? Yeah! This shrine is exactly the same shape as the abandoned shrine. How is this possible? They can be made from the same blueprint. What's going on here? It's the Hakurei Shrine, except it's apparently a regular house with a TV. Remember, it said earlier it was a house-like structure, even though it's obviously a shrine.
It seems very inconspicuous.
He heads out and starts walking around. What is this world that I just stepped into? Speaking of which, W-I-T-C-H, sorry, that's not a cue for Marisa to appear, just a regular old typo.
Yeah.
A lot of weird things happened. First I entered an abandoned shrine, then I found a portal leading to a different world, and then I find a girl who has horns and drinks beer-flavored sake, and now I was at a shrine...
Hold on a second. Beer flavored sake? What is this bullshit?
No, it just says beer that I added flavored sake.
Oh,
And now
okay.
I was on a shrine that was the exact same shape as the abandoned shrine. And now I'm explaining everything that just happened. This place is so different. I love it. I can't wait to see the cool things that happen next.
You wouldn't be saying that if a meteor came down and smashed you. That would also be weird, but it would also be unpleasant as hell.
Popcorn.
As
That
he
sounds like
continues
Earthbound.
walking, he thinks about something.
Exclamation point at the end. Let's see. Q Pizza's April Fool's Day video where Shirno shouts, "But then I suddenly remembered something!" Which is something I did use like twice in my YouTube poop of pizzas stuff. Because it's hilarious and appropriate. You know, now that I'm away from Amy, I'm starting to think about love. I'm starting to want somebody to be with. I don't know why I'm thinking this. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah. It's weird, but I feel the need of another person to be with. I just saw a drunken girl with horns back there. Perhaps there are girls to meet in this place. Okay. First of all, that is the train of thought only a only a dating sim character would have.
Is it supposed to be like a dating
Because
sim?
I was trying to think of real people, but no real person has that train of thought. Someone who's put up with exes, stalkers, and fetishists. There are times when the last thing someone wants to do is get romantic. Sonic is vacationing from a Tardarig fangirl, so the last thing he should be looking for is, you know what?
Pussy.
Yes.
Now I wonder, what's the appeal of Sonic to people looking just to get laid? I mean, there are more series where there are actual hetero protagonists, like Leisure Suit Larry, the faceless male of many dating sims, harem genre protagonist James Bond, who in addition to sexing up women also kills up bad guys and has cool gadgets. Sonic's a hedgehog. It's right in the title, Sonic the Hedgehog. He's not even wearing pants. There's no junk down there. Like, my personal belief is that in the cartoon/cartoony video game world, sex doesn't exist. Just call up a stork and have kids. What would be the point of Sonic the Hedgehog sexing up Reimu Hakurei the human? And that is, well, fanon somewhat.
Because he felt the need for there to be a Rule 9 of Sonic 06.
I was not expecting that coming around.
Reimu Hakurei is Elise 2.0.
Okay, I just realized that.
Children.
Again,
Children.
we are lucky that the PDA wrote at the beginning that she was she was the one writing this and not Sega, because Sega would likely do this, but then Zune would gouge out his eyes. But we digress. Sonic then decides on something.
He needs to find a chili dog joint for his fix. Oh crap, I just noticed the double meaning of joint. I meant
Wow.
joint as in like place that sold chili dogs. But, okay. A joint made of chili dogs.
Well,
Like
420
that.
is coming up.
Yeah. Let's see. I need to head back to that shrine and find out where am I. Perhaps that girl can give me some answers.
Sonic dashes up to the shrine. Meanwhile, up in the skies, Reimu Hakurei is seen flying with a bag of food in her hand. And I'm imagining just a generic sack that says food on it. Reimu sighs. Another usual day of doing the usual stuff I do, which I will not go into detail about. Man, I haven't solved an incident since that stuff involving the Dream Palace place behind that graveyard, and there hasn't been anything exciting going on I've seen since. As much as I love peace, and I do love peace, I need something to happen.
This is really out of character for Reimu.
Very.
Pointing that out.
Also,
the continuities after 10 desires.
Yes. Also, red alert, red alert. Stu warning sign. Popular series protagonist complains of having nothing to do while Stu character explores new setting. Soon to answer his every beck and call. Alright, popcorn to Stevo.
Back at the shrine, Sonic is about to wake up the girl. Do 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 do. Okay. I don't know if this is such a good idea, but I'm doing it anyways. Hey, little girl. Wake up. I was gonna rape you in your sleep, but I decided to wake you up first. Sonic shakes the girl and sees and wakes up with a big yawn. Little girl replies, "Oi, that was a great nap." "Oh, hi there, who are ya?" Sonic becomes a bit shocked, but he introduces himself. "I'm Sonic, Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm Suika, Suika Ibuki." "Nice to meet you, Suika." Okay, this is reading like a dating sim.
Yep.
Or a speed dating round that's going to end very badly.
Okay, Sonic,
Like
Either
how
way.
bad?
how is he shocked?
Either way, it's gonna be bad.
Reimu lands on the ground and is about to head to the shrine when he hears Suika and another voice speak. Sonic asks, "An Oni? You're an Oni? I know what an Oni is, but find Shinto shrines strange." That's right. And popcorn.
Reimu notices, "Huh, well, who's that voice that Suika's talking to?" She peeps out the window and looks at Suika and a blue hedgehog, ? Reimu becomes shocked. Is that a blue hedgehog, ? I wonder if these characters can hear the narrator. Sonic grins.
Sorry, just reminded of a talking cat. Ah, bollocks. Sorry, I'm.
Alright, Sonic grins.
Alright. Never heard of an Oni before, but you sound like you're strong. But not as strong as Shirno.
Suika smiles.
I sure am, Sonic. We Oni are extremely strong. Also never lie. Never lie, huh? Respectful and strong. Never would expect something like that. Well, there is Knuckles, but he's dumb.
Reimu enters the shrine, and Sonic was surprised. Reimu says, "Well, this is a surprise." I swear, they hear the narrator.
But fucking Tish.
You don't say.
This reminds me, this isn't the first time I've seen writing like this. Even in some fics with decent stories, this is a common error. The writer, for whatever reason, previews what the character is about to do via narration. For example, Bob was frightened and screamed. "Ah!" he screamed, "I am so frightened!" Now, I was going to praise the fic for maintaining its use of present tense, but with each time it describes something, the characters then go on to do, say, or describe the exact same thing in the next sentence. And popcorn.
Also,
Oh.
he hasn't been using consistent. Well, like he's been switching from present to past this whole time. Waves. "Hey, Reimu," Sonic wonders. "Reimu?" Reimu asked, Who's your friend, Suika? Sorry. This is Sonic the Hedgehog. The world's fastest hedgehog who can run at speeds of over Mach 1.
When did he mention this? Mach 1? That's even faster than Aya! There's no way anyone can match Aya's speed! Spoiler alert, Aya's gonna be Sonic's love interest. At least, that's what we assume, the fics unfinished.
And Reimu, and Suika, and Marisa, and Raisin, obligatorily. There's always Raisin as the waifu in these fics.
Always, but I think it might be a last girl wins trope in this case.
Okay.
Naturally, since she's the rabbit girl.
Sonic grins. Whoa, are you saying that someone is super fast here?
Let's see, where were we? Yeah,
Oi,
but she's
the
fastest at she's the fastest at flying, not running.
I see. I see. Stroking chin.
Gentlemanly. Bullshit.
Oh, my turn?
Reimu prepares for combat.
Now there! What are you doing in this world? Well, that's a jumpin' behavior. Hi, how's it going? Murder, death, kill!
Sonic jumped! Suiko replies, Reimu, relax. Sonic is nice.
Okay, now it broke the present tense of jumped. But he's from the
That's
outside
Reimu's.
world!
But how can you tell? Cat him, Suika. You can't be that drunk not to tell that the blue mascot with attitude ain't from round your parts.
Well, as unusual as a lot of the people that I met, he definitely seems outsidish to me, says the girl who regularly interacts with all sorts of strange creatures on a daily basis.
Sonic asks, by outside world, what do you mean? Suika answers, she means outside of Gensokyo. Gensokyo would be where you are right now.
Listeners, take note. Suika just told Sonic he's in Gensokyo. And in the next sentence, he's going to say Gensokyo, huh? Got it? Now open up a notepad or just grab a notepad and write down, Suika just told Sonic he's in Gensokyo. I repeat, Suika just told Sonic he is in Gensokyo. Once you got that written, tuck it away, because this is going to be an extremely important plot point later. Or rather, an extremely important plot hole point.
Gensokyo, huh? Listen, Reimu, right?
Yes.
Reimu, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm a worldwide known hero from the outside world. I protect
Says
this
everyone.
world. I mean the outside world. And I have saved it from known disasters many times. Reimu angrily replies.
Are you sure you aren't making it up?
Sonic, blows his cover and is caught lying. I mean, he sweat drops.
Sonic verbs.
Why would I make up something like that?
There's that word again, sweat drops. Again, if you've never seen anime, I would probably, or you would probably be assuming these are just bad misspellings of Sonic's sweat drops. Or, as we mentioned in the previous fic, it's like some crazy new dance craze you do when you're embarrassed. Let's see. I can't just trust people when I first meet them unless I'm in a happy mood. I was bored, so I need you to prove your worth. Otherwise, I'm kicking your butt. Red alert, yet another Stu story warning sign. Getting into a fight with the series protagonist out of sheer boredom.
Okay, it worked in Death Note, except it didn't, because Light honestly didn't do it out of boredom, he did it out of ideology. Ryuk did it out of boredom, but mind you, he lived in a realm that was incredibly boring. So it's the extent of boring he would have to trigger the events of Death Note in order to do it out of boredom. Bored. And, you know, people have motives other than boredom. The writer would know if he cared about anything. Fine, I will. Just take it easy. Popcorn, and Sonic turned into a Yukari.
Reimu put down her weapons. Reimu put down her weapons and the three went outside. Sonic was getting ready to prove his worth as a hero. Reimu says...
Unnecessary capitalization.
Reimu says, Okay, Sonic, let's see the super speed of yours.
Very well. Gotta go fast.
Sonic zips
Gotta go
into high
fast.
speed, and Reimu and Suika feels to tailwind of Sonic's speeds as Reimu is impressed. It's super effective. Well, on Reimu at least, we all saw Sonic impressing Reimu coming a mile away. Again, stories aren't about going through the motions to make stuff happen. They're about the motions, they're about the moments when you expect something to work that doesn't work, or what you don't expect does work. Reimu blinks. Wow, that was fast. Guess he wasn't lying about that. Suika smiles.
It's so much fun to see great heroes from the outside world. That's Reimu.
I guess. Sonic zips back near the shrine in no time. Reimu admits, well, Sonic, I guess you are super fast.
Of course I am. Age break.
Oh, it cut out. Repeat that one more time.
Unnecessary page break.
After these messages, and after these messages, after these messages, we'll be right back. Hi there, Billy Mays here with the power of... do we have anything to advertise, John? Nope. Hi, Billy Mays here, going on vacation, so if you need me, I'll be in Cancun. And now we return to the Vic riffing already in progress.
And remember, these messages and this messages mean very different things.
These messages.
Anyway, popcorn to you.
Oh, sorry. Reimu asks.
Oh, I just noticed. I wonder if we can credit Ustreamer258871 for this. Hi, Billy Mays here for Riff Clean. Does your fanfiction have tons of plot holes? Are the characters totally out of character? Well, now with Riff Clean, it makes your story mean and green. Okay, thank you, Ustreamer258871. Okay, okay. All right, now show me some of your power.
Power? I don't know what power is.
Yes, prove to me your incredible power.
How?
Use some sort of attack, right over there.
Okay dokie. I just noticed that. Okay dokie.
That's a bit stupid.
When okay and okie dokie aren't enough. Spin dash! Yeah, Sonic is famous for shouting his attacks like spin dash. Remember when he did it in Sonic 2? Well, maybe must mean spin dash in some language. Sonic uses spin dash to cut down a rock almost instantly.
Ain't that something?
Wow!
Said Tenchi Hina Face, ready to summon more rocks for Sonic to mine. Sonic heads back.
And Sonic's love adventure was over. He decided to go home.
So, how is that?
Oh, you meant he heads back to where Reimu and Suika were. Okay. Not bad. Now show me another power. Do more tricks for me, you monkey.
Gotcha! Sonic Tornado! Wait. Name one time when Sonic uses that move. And don't mention any Archie comics. No one cares about those.
It's the name of his tornado, or it's the name of his
In
plane.
Sonic Heroes, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, Sonic Heroes.
Oh, alright. And I know the tornado is the name of Tails' plane. I'm gonna ram my body to this boulder at high velocity. Oops, I broke my spine. I guess I'm paralyzed. Thanks, Ethan. Sonic made a tornado that blew away the dust around the front of the shrine.
Hey, now that was sweet. You just took today's work of my sweeping out in like 10 seconds.
Reimu's getting smarter with these gappies. Soon she'll get them into doing indentured servitude.
Though technically, she already has both the fairies and Suika as her personal cleanup crew around the shrine. Pretty soon, she'll have her own army from just the residents of Gensokyo alone.
Ah, all hail Queen Reimu. Suika happily replies, Sonic is so amazing.
Character shilling!
Also, does this guy know that so only has one O?
Guess not.
Yeah, the so is, there's 3 letters, but I personally don't have a problem with it, but some people do. It's, I guess, a style thing. But as we'll see later, this is abused.
I think he might...
It's abused like an animal rescued by PETA or whatever.
I think he's trying to do for like some sort of verbal extension.
Like, oh, he's so dreamy or something like that. I don't know.
Please, no more. Anyway.
Okay, let's see one more power of yours. This time, use it against me.
Sonic asks,
Uh-oh.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm a hero with an exclamation point of this world myself, so I have battle experience. So make it a good one.
Very well. Homing attack.
Homing? Question mark.
I, Reimu Bloody Hakurei, am completely unfamiliar with anything that's homing. Everyone that you never played Touhou. He's right.
Yeah.
That's the joke.jpg. Sonic changes into a ball. No, he doesn't curl up into a ball. He transforms into a ball. And hovers in the air spinning. Then aims and hits Reimu very quickly. Reimu barely dodged the attack. Wait. So, if he hit Reimu, then Reimu wouldn't have dodged it. You can't even get fight choreography right. Sorry, I just noticed that. So he hit Reimu and at the same time didn't hit Reimu. So apparently he changed into a ball and went into quantum superposition. Reimu's shocked.
Oh wait, well, one more thing. It's Schrodinger's hedgehog, the simultaneous state of attacking Reimu and not attacking Reimu at the same time. Anyway.
Yep.
Damn, that was fast! Sonic, you are strong! That's how language should be, Sega. Sonic fans are adults. We can add a little swearing, okay? Fell before my pen. Well, that was random. I wonder how many people are going to get that reference.
Let's see. I know I am. I'm sure we can be good friends. Reimu accepted Sonic as a friend, and the 3 entered the shrine to have tea, of course. And they drank lots of tea together.
Wait, did like
you have established the shrine maiden social link?
No, wait, did like Sonic like add her on friends on Facebook or some shit?
What?
As Suika drinks her sake, as she always does. Oh, I already wrote. They had lots of tea together. Reimu should friendzone Sonic by now. Besides, she's looking for someone to continue her lineage, not fling with a flurry. Not a fling with a furry. Breh. Popcorn.
After hearing his story, she replies, "Well, Sonic, it's hard to imagine that you got into this world so easily. It's extremely difficult, especially with the Great Hakurei Barrier protecting this world."
The fact that Gappy Stu is a thing says that the border is really easy to cross over in the fanfic world. But hey, it's the only thing these fics acknowledge as canon, and beggars can't be choosers. That's because the Chaos Emeralds have the power to travel through time and space.
You know, your powers remind me of a certain maid. Yes, you're just like that maid who can stop time. Except you don't stop time, you're not a maid, you're a hedgehog, and you pretty much just walk through a gap to get here. Basically, you're not really like that certain maid. I hope it's Suika saying that last line, because being drunk could be an excuse.
You know, your power reminds me of that certain maid.
Go home, Suika, you're drunk.
But I am home. Reimu, Suika. I love traveling around, going through all sorts of places, meeting new people and meeting new friends. It's what I love to do, and you certainly have the power to prove it as well. Let's see.
Oh, I think that was Reimu's line, or Suika's line. It doesn't say.
Yeah, but
and
if
you certainly
don't
have the power to prove it as well, said Maximilian Jazz Hands.
The thing is, if you don't end your paragraph with the quotation mark, It says that the line continues into the next paragraph.
Okay.
So he doesn't know crap about quoting, "You haven't seen anything yet." So tell me, Reimu, how many different places are there to go to in Gensokyo? Italics are used to show thoughts, and mind you, "you haven't seen anything yet" is written in italics. It can also be used to emphasize a specific word in a sentence, but for whole sentences, it's thoughts. So does Sonic also perform telepathy now? I wouldn't be surprised. He is Sonic in a crappy fanfic.
I wish I can tell you that. From what I know, comma, large capital, there are at least, ellipses, 11 places to go that is very major to me, including here, the Hakurei Shrine.
Wah, wah, wah. ...
I think I may go right now and start exploring this Gensokyo world. Gappy Stu fic by the numbers point. Sonic goes on the tour of Gensokyo.
Marisa should be next on the list, then Rumia, and assuming the writer continues, the Scarlet Devil Mansion is next. And I believe that was written when we were, like, just starting out, then later they were like, right... Right, and assuming the writer continues. We stop there. And the fic stopped there. Oh, wow. Okay. Who says why leave so soon? Oh. Let's assume Reimu again, or... Let's see.
Suika should be able to say that.
Let's assume, Michael Jordan from Space Jam says that. Dude. These new places for myself. And I also like to meet some new girls. Reimu is definitely a candidate. She's very beautiful, but I like to see if someone around can beat her. But I have to remember, it's not just about beauty. It's about the talent, power, and personality they have as well. Yeah, keep telling yourself that. And I bet you stand steadfast by what you just said, Freck. I can sense a lot of... three in her and Suika. Okay, webcomic artist who must not be named. You can stop staring at Reimu's tits now. Seriously, why is Sonic a 13-year-old horn dog so suddenly and explicitly? Everyone knows he's actually 15.
Because internet.
Okay. And fortunately, I did not just break the no mentioning that one webcomic artist rule. Kinda.
But if you know who it is, if you don't know who it is, for the love of Kevin Bacon, do not look him up. No amount of brain bleach in the world will get those horse stories out of your head.
Well, Sonic. Oh, sorry.
Who's doing this one?
Go
on. Alright. Well, Sonic, I can't stop you. I just hope you watch where you go and who you meet. There are many people in yokai that have all sorts of different personalities out there, so be prepared for anything.
So that shows, as a crappy writer, he thinks personality is scary. Gotcha! I'll watch my back!
Says the person who nonchalantly entered a shrine with an Oni in it to watch TV and didn't realize he was in a shrine.
After that, they head outside as Sonic is about to leave. Big waves. Bye, Sonic. Come back and visit.
Thanks, Suika. You really contributed to the scene. How could we forget that one part where you... where you character shilled and... Let's continue!
Reimu says...
And if you need a place to stay, feel free to drop by anytime.
Reimu, just advertise your shrine as a hotel already.
The Hakurei Shrine. We'll leave the light on for you. Literally, we have lights now.
Sonic thumbs up. No problem. See ya. Suika goes back inside, but Reimu forgets something as Sonic is about to dash off. Reimu quickly shouts,
Wait! Hold on a sec!
I happen to know for a fact that you check your portfolios online, and I don't know the rest of that part. Sonic fell to the ground and got up just as quick. What?
I don't know what we're yelling about!
Okay!
Really loud noises! I love Lamp. Sorry about that. Before you leave, parentheses, she gets her donation box out and smiles. Donate to my shrine, please.
Isn't the donation box like the size of a bed?
Well, there are mobile donation boxes, but the donation box is pretty big.
Sure, you've been very nice to me, Popcorn.
Sonic pulls out a wallet and pulls out 20,000 yen in bills. Parentheses here, yen is the same amount as dollars. That's not how this works. 20,000 yen, as of writing, is actually just $200. Instead, you'd say Sonic gave her the equivalent of $200 in yen.
And I wonder where he kept that money. Oh, right, it was in his body.
Literally out of his ass. Also, red alert, Stu sorry warning sign. Stu does abnormally kind act to cement them as pure incorruptible goodness.
I just noticed he donated in yen. Why didn't he donate in rings?
Because he'll die! Something that'd end this fic real quick, allowing us to do more productive things, like reading the newspaper, or painting a fence, or discovering the mysteries of the female anatomy.
Or watching the paint on the fence dry.
Or washing
Also,
the gimp
where did he get yen?
out of his ass. Anyway,
Did they use monster?
Right, this was before they established yen, so they still use mon.
anyway, before this gives us a headache looking into this too deeply, let's continue. Reimu becomes extremely shocked. Oh my gosh, 20,000 ren! I'm so rich! Yes! Runs into the shrine.
Sing a song of six, wipes a pocket full of dosh. Wibble, wibble, dribble, dribble, posh, posh, posh. Okay, I couldn't end the dialogue and go back to the prose to do that. That parenthetical thing. We're going too fast and we need to make the parentheticals. You know?
I'm currently thinking, see, doing up the shrine is on bread and butter, the yokai are free and the fairies are nutter. Loads of money is the words on the others. I wave my cards at the yokai in the gutter. Let's see, Marisa Kirasame on your bike. This is an insult to my intelligence. Shut your mouth. Okay, let's see. Okay. Suika, look at how much yen Sonic donated to the shrine.
I don't know how much.
It's 20,000.
Wait. The way that was written, it sounds more like I don't know how much I've been drinking today, rather than I don't know how much. Instead of I don't know how much. Instead of how I don't know how much. ...
But Reimu told her, look at how much money Sonic donated. It's 20,000 yen, you silly Oni. We could buy an Xbox, or maybe eat at Arby's for a month.
Oh, wow, that is so much money.
Or if you're real frugal, you can follow, I think, Cat Williams' advice and get an N64 and 10 games. Instead of an Xbox and, like, 2 games. Make a pimp decision.
A pimp decision?
Or you could buy a year's worth of rice crackers.
Look it up. Cat Williams, make a pimp decision.
Okay. Let's see. Oh wow, that's so much money. Isn't this awesome? That's what.
Isn't this awesome? I can finally upgrade the size of this shrine by maybe a foot or two and get some decent food around here.
For $200? I know the cost of living must be real low in Gensokyo, but it can't be that cheap to get an architectural renovation to an ancient shrine.
Sonic smiles.
Oh. All in a day's work for a hero headshot. Da 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 da.
Suika asks,
Reimu?
yes, my favorite Oni of all time.
It's so good to have you as a best friend, Suika.
See.
Reimu's my... Sonic, I want you, lover Oni. Suika. Reimu's my best friend.
The lights, the Zune pits, the sexy dress. What's this all about? Alright, anyway.
Why are you trying to seduce me, Miss Hakurei?
I feel like I'm sitting on a master spark that's waiting to go off.
You are.
Shouldn't you go back out and thank Sonic for that donation?
Oh yeah, right. I hope he didn't leave yet. Popcorn.
Reimu quickly runs outside with the donation still in her hand, with their wad out, and meets Sonic again. Reimu gleams.
Sonic!
Gleams.
Thank you so much for the donation! Again with the multiple O's. Now I've seen multiple O's used, but this many times gets a little excessive. Italics will work.
It's not a problem, Reimu.
But isn't it too much of a donation?
Don't you know, Reimu? I'm a 1%er. Nah, I get paid in large amounts. I do save the world after all, so my award, in addition to being known everywhere, is also large amounts of money. Let's see, Reimu saves her homeland time and time again and gets no money or recognition for it. Probably be calling BS and assume Sonic was involved in organized crime by now.
Yep.
Also, I didn't realize how much of a dick Sonic was, like, in this fic, until I heard that sentence out loud. He's only doing it for the fame and the money. See. Cool! Putting down the donation box and hugs Sonic. Thank you so much, Sonic. This is...
You're hugging the wrong damn person.
So massive! She gives him a kiss on the cheek. Narrator, you're implying Reimu is speaking her stage directions out loud with those parentheses like a bad stage production. It's your job, narrator, not Reimu's, to call out stage directions.
Also, I was really holding back if that's what she said. Too easy. Piece of cake. Sonic blushes. Wow! Now remember, if you want to win a girl's heart, just give her a lot of money. How to take a cold shower after noticing that implication.
And quoting Wolfma while we were, basically previewing this, that's not how love works! Anyway, you better be on your way. See ya, Sonic!
Reimu heads back into the shrine with her donation. Sonic jumps in excitement. What? Yeah, I can't wait to see what else they have around here. Sonic moves at high speed to the Forest of Magic. Where his next part of the adventure continues. What happens next? You decide! What will happen next? He'll meet Marisa. Find out next time! Alrighty, now back to, the view. So, how was the first episode? Was the first episode to your liking? Blushing for no reason? Yes!
Aw, Sonic!
I smell love in the air.
No, that's shallowness. He paid for her love. Actually, no, that's prostitution. You have turned Reimu into a prostitute. This isn't one of those Dojins, PDA.
Or is it?
We'll see.
And we are done.
That was horrid.
Tune in
That was
next
the
time.
worst.
Tune in for the next episode of Touhou Supersonic Electronic Love Adventure. Until then, see you next time. We hope you enjoyed this fic as much as you enjoyed this accent. Long live Space Race. Long live Molvania.
Long live Molvania.
Crab people, crab.
Oh, sorry. Slowly and sarcastically. I'm still doing a slow, sarcastic clap exactly once a day at exactly 8:25. I've been doing it for a month now.
And that's chapter 1, and so far we are painting by the numbers.
See, aspiring writers? You don't need a self-insert to make a cringingly bad and generic fanfic. You can use another favorite video game character of yours.
Here, kids, here's your own Gappy Fic Mad Libs. And there should be a template linked below on the posted video, but it goes like this. Person stumbles upon a gap into Gensokyo where they meet Reimu, Marisa, and a whole lot of other characters. Then they get in a fight with Rumia and win thanks to power. Then they travel to, pick at least 3 locations, Scarlet Devil Mansion, Human Village, Eientei, Palace of the Earth Spirits, Moriya Shrine, etc. to do action at these locations. They will meet a lot of bored protagonists who are beyond excited to see them. They get weapons from the Kappa Valley, then embark on a quest to stop the chaotic evil villain, random villain here. Person becomes the only one to stop, random villain, as the Touhou protagonists are picked off one by one. Person sacrifices himself to stop villain, but is revived. Person then goes on to live happily ever after with waifu. For example, let's take... here's a good example. Adam Sandler stumbles upon a gap into Gensokyo, where he meets Reimu, Marisa, and a whole lot of other characters. Adam Sandler gets into a fight with Rumia and wins thanks to Uncle Ben's rice bowls. Then Sandler travels to the Scarlet Devil Mansion where he finds David Spade is the new butler. Oh wow, David, I didn't know you were being the butler here. Yeah, it sucks. Okay. The Netherworld, called Sheol because Jews, where Kevin James tries to outie Yuyuko. And the Human Village, where Nick Swardson is the head of Human Village Security because they have security in this fic for some reason. They will meet a lot of bored protagonists who are beyond excited to see them. They get weapons from the Kappa Valley and then embark on a quest to stop the chaotic evil villain, a demon possessing the body of Rob Schneider. Adam Sandler becomes the only one to stop the demon-possessed Rob Schneider as the Touhou protagonists are picked off one by one. Adam Sandler stops himself to sacrifices himself to stop Rob Schneider using possibly Oreos, or I'm pretty sure there's an Al Pacino cameo in there, but is then revived. And it turns out that the voice of the Dragon God in this is voiced by who's that guy? Bruce Willis. Let's see. Adam Sandler then goes on to live happily ever after with Reimu Hakurei Shrine.
You forgot the part where Mistia teaches Sandler his spirit animal, Opera Man, and how to ward off demons with Popeye's chicken. You forgot the plot thread where Chirno takes 2 weeks each of every grade.
Popeye's chicken.
I never heard Spaz laugh like that. Oh my god.
He can laugh like that, yeah.
With that, yes, it's just that hard to get me to laugh, and with that, I think we've hit the climax for Chapter 1. We'll see you guys for Chapter 2 before Adam Sandler sees this and gets an idea for his next movie.
We need to make this.
I swear, if there isn't a comic made about this.
I need... Okay, I'm going to make a new Google Docs document open to anyone. It's going to be a fanfic where Adam Sandler gets captain to Gensokyo.
I want in. Want in this. Let me in on this shit.
Template. That's a template for anyone.
As you know, well, actually, I was about to say stupid as it sounds, but because it sounds so stupid, this needs to exist.
Oh yes.
Yes.
I could not agree more.
Okay, gonna end the recording there.
That it can
And get ready for part 2.
not exist.
That
Okay.
was...
Ending recording.